Hi guys, and welcome back, and it's finally finished. Now, you've been waiting quite a long time for me to get this done and put it up there, but I've been incredibly busy in real life and with everything that I'm doing for the last big game this year. So I thought we would take a good look at all the little sections and stuff and move around the board like we did last time and look where we've gone with it. Okay guys, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, welcome back. So here we have the busted wing section that's leaking fuel. There's been a fire, but we're still leaking fuel as it's burnt itself out, and we've got fuel dripping out there. We've got engine oil and piston fuel leaking out from the main engines there and from the wings, and we've got this whole damaged section. Now, these sections here and here I've replaced myself and put in, because normally they're just little tube sections that Blake Spence created for this whole piece. So I've added these in with some wiring and stuff like that, just so there's some connection from the wing to there. It just gives it a whole look sort of thing. And you notice I'm using powered gaming fantastic lights, and just to show you how powerful these are, I mean, you can see my hand lit up and I'm nowhere near it. If I put it back, it's still lit up and it starts to fade slightly, but there's still sort of reminiscent parts of it cast across my hand. That's just amazing. Now, I've gone for different coloured lights in here, not to represent so much flames, but to give the idea that there's some electric still on within the thing, and we'll see that as we move around. But let's just concentrate on this area here. So the idea is that it's hit a rock, the wing snapped off the fuselage, and we've got some damage created around there, and we've also got some rubble and stuff that have cast all over it. Now, we've got leaking fuel and fuel stains as well from AK Interactive. Now, these are absolutely beautiful, and I've got to thank AK Interactive for sending me over the oils to have a look at. For this we've used I think it was engine oil, because it's nice and dark, and we've also used fuel stain as well, which is around here. Again, by AK Interactive, absolutely beautiful. A lovely effect that it gives as well, which was I was after, to give that sort of dirty, stained, muddy look, which is really nice. Okay, let's move on. And here we have the front fuselage with a cockpit area, and I love this. I love the way it's tilted to one side, buried into the mud and the earth, and it gives it a really lovely look. Now, obviously I've scratched up areas, chipped away the paint, it's been washed back in AK Interactive's weathering powders, and I've got to say that's come out really nicely. Now, I've used for base army painted yellow, and it's demonic yellow from the spray can, and we've just worked up from there, and it gives it a really lovely look. What I've used in here is just I think it was Militaire, and it's just their gloss varnish, and it works really nicely. And then I've just gone over it with a bit of powder just to dust over the top of it, and that'll give me that sort of the window covered in dirt and dust and stuff like that. Again, this is really lovely. I love the way Blake's thought about how this is buried into the dirt, and I've had a good conversation with him over this when I went to see it as well. And I've got to say, on the Forge World Open Day they were showing it there, and I just love the way it's sort of crumpled slightly and it's moved into the dirt. It's tilted one side, so obviously this has become unstable to the main fuselage, and it's just crumpled in the centre where it joins up just here. Okay, let's move on and have a look at something else. So here we get to see the shape in all its glory, from the busted fuselage, all the way through to the crumpled cockpit area just over there. And it's really nice. It's got a whole kink to it, where it's just sort of hit this side, and it's crumpled like that basically, and twisted slightly. You can see like the green LED just here on my finger. I mean, it's pretty bright, and this is daylight, and I've got bulbs glowing all around this. We've got a slight glow in the back as well. These are just to represent that this is just crashed. These are things like engines with still power to it and stuff like that, basically. Now the earth moves up to the side here, and I followed that motif as well around the back, which you'll see in a second. I just didn't want to be a block of yellow. I've actually painted in some shadow section, which you'll see in here in a minute. I love the way the dirt is just crumpled across the wing. This wing just here is snapped and tilted slightly, and it's underneath the earth. And there's just a row of debris left behind it. Absolutely lovely. And then just to the side, just down here, you have this lovely rock formation. And we'll get some look at that in a minute. Okay, let's move on. So what I love about the back part of this initially is basically the wake of debris that's left behind. Now, I've chosen to do this in yellow. Actually, you lot decided on Facebook that it should be an imperial fist colour, which is fantastic because it really stands out within the debris. And it's a really lovely look to it as well. But if you did this in any colours like red, say Emperor's Children, Space Wolf or White Scars, you'd have yet another beautiful piece, and it would really make it stand out. Okay, so what have I done? I was telling you a little trick I did to break up a whole huge yellow block just here. But I painted in just around here black and sort of like followed the line so it just dropped down, and it's a really lovely look. And you know, I would advise to do the same because it just gives the idea that this is a wing section and it's not all one big piece, because on the original model obviously you've got wings that open up here, so it gives that lovely little look. Now you can see the red light just above there. You've got a slight green glow. Now what I've done is I've stuck tubes in some of these, and then attach the light to the tube, so there's a funnel effect as it glows outwards, and it's just not a single bulb. And you've got this lovely tail section that's been ripped off. I mean, all in all, I'm just so blown away by this. It's such a lovely tile piece to build. As a finished piece, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't say, well, hands on my heart, I cannot say I found any fault to this whatsoever. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's just so much happening, so much detail that it's going to send you crazy. And plus the nice thing about it is when people are looking at this, they keep finding things and they recognise it from the original Thunderhawk as well. So they keep going, oh hold on, that's the, you know, the flaps and stuff like that for the wings. There's a bit of a tail section, there's a door there, and absolutely brilliant, really works out. Okay, so we're going to spin this around one more time, have a look at the main engine block area that's been damaged, and then we'll go from there. Hi guys, so what do we have here? Now this is where normally the main battle cannon or las cannon is fitted in, and we've got one just here to show you, to give you an idea, and that normally slots into there like so. Absolutely brilliant. I love the way this has been, and from what I know when I've talked to him, this all had to be dug out and rebuilt in sort of thing. So all this whole section has to be had to be rebuilt into the actual model, so it meant cutting away vast sections of it and then rebuilding it upwards. What I also love about this, I've used Model Mate's soot spray to give me this staining effect as well. I've used AK Interactive to give me the leaking oil here and there. Now I've got a slight bleed where it caught into the paint and just bled out, but you know what, I don't mind. It's like almost like a pipe's ruptured and just split from the inside there. I love the glow, you know. Powered gaming is such a lovely effect that it creates, and there's such powerful bulbs. Now we're going to be doing a proper review of these kits in the upcoming weeks, where we're going to be building a Dreamforge Knight, I think it is, for Beasts of War, and it's a beautiful piece as well, and I'm very, very excited to be building it. Like I said, you've got another section here where somebody's mentioned it's the air brake, thank you very much, has been destroyed, and it's almost like a big section of that has been blown out. So you can imagine that this has exploded and there's been a chain reaction where that's exploded outwards just there. So it gives it a beautiful diorama, sort of a very sort of narrative piece, which is what I get excited about if you know me. So all in all, a fantastic build. And paint, I should say just a fantastic paint job, but the model and the tile itself is really going to stand out on anybody's board. Now you can get this from Forge World, I'll put a link down below, but it's well worth a look. I mean, I've got to say, it is a beautiful piece, absolutely amazing. and whatever effects you can put onto it. I mean, I'm even actually tempted now to cut out some extra holes in the damaged sections and put some flickering lights in there and just do a bit of smoke effects coming out of it. That'd be really nice, but it's up to you. You can do whatever you like with this. So guys, thanks for watching. Keep tuning in, look out for the next vid, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care.